Welcome back to Sunrise. To Melbourne next, where Independent Senator Lydia Thorpe has thrown her support behind her uncle's land claim protest in the heart of the city. Robbie Thorpe has set up camp at King's Domain. Mr Thorpe says he will remain at the spot forever unless the site is returned to his people.
It comes after a massive parkland in Melbourne's north was recently returned to traditional owners and a $100 million claim was made for Sydney's Balmoral Beach.
And Senator Thorpe joins us now. Good morning to you. Thanks for being with us. Your uncle says he will continue this protest forever unless his demands are met. How long do you think it's going to take to resolve this?
Well, we have to look at where we are as a nation. After the referendum, we see that we're quite divided as a country. The sit-in at King's Domain or Camp Sovereignty is a peaceful sit-in, and everyone is invited to go down, listen to some truth-telling, have a yarn around the fire and start healing this country from the grassroots up. So it is an opportunity, and you know, we've been around for thousands and thousands of generations and we've got so much to share about our own country that this is an opportunity for everyday Australians to get down there and have a yarn and let's start talking about treaty and peace rather than every 26th of January. Everyone is divided.
This is not the first time Robbie's done this. Back in 2006, he did it for 60 days. But essentially, he's making this his life's work, isn't he? He's not going to leave until he gets some sort of resolution. Do you feel forced to be doing this? Is this the best way to do this?
Well, you know, we can't rely on politicians, obviously. They got it wrong in the referendum. They were told not to have it. So I think it's up to the people now to start having these conversations at the local level so that we can show these politicians how we can have a united nation right here, that we can come together, we can live together. It's not about taking people's backyards. It's not about taking anything away from everyday Australians. It's about making your lives better by understanding the country that you live on, understanding the true stories. I mean, what they now call King's Domain has been a gathering place for thousands of generations, and we want to bring it back to it being a gathering place for everybody. So, you know, the traditional name for that area, or one of the names that I've heard, is Yallikat Willem, which is about a river camp. Now, who doesn't want to sit beside a river camp? And that's exactly what that is. So we need a monument so that people can come in, learn the stories, share the stories, and a monument that acknowledges the 38 nations that whose remains are at King's Domain. We have bones right at that space, and we'd just like an ongoing monument so we can invite people in and share our culture.
Yeah. Senator, look, this is, as you say, an incredibly complex issue that a lot of people are struggling to understand. Of course, you know, out there today there will be some people watching who'll say, I can't be held responsible for what happened in the past. Can you understand that? And what do you say to them?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, we were 100% of the population in this country before colonisers came, before the boats came. And now we are 3% of the population. We're the most incarcerated. 23,000 Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander children have been taken away from their families. And the list goes on. We're the most incarcerated women in the world, Aboriginal women. Being only 3%, that's a lot of women. So we want peace, we want unity. We'd like to have a treaty which is about a peace agreement. And I understand that there's fear, but don't listen to the politicians who create this fear. Listen to the ones that want to unite the country and get on with it so that we can be proud of where we live and who we are as a nation.
Senator Thorpe, thanks for your time.
Thank you.